You almost pronounced my name correctly. I can tell you that it's a good achievement. These two letters, Tzachi, do not exist in English. I'm married to, I'd say, a girl from Florida. We are married for 30 years. Her mother still calls me Kaki. So, so it's a definitely progress. In the next 20 minutes, I would like to share with you my views on the national and foreign policy dilemmas facing Israel in the months to come. I'll begin with the country that has received the full attention of the world media this week, Syria. I believe that the fall of Bashar al-Assad regime will be an important positive development for the free world, for the United States, and for Israel. Syria under Assad has become a strategic partner of Iran, Hezbollah, and the Palestinian terror organization. Their alliance is a threat to the stability in the Middle East. As was the case with the nuclear reactor, the Middle East will be better off when the murderous Syrian regime is gone. Obviously, I'm not going to discuss who was responsible for the recent strike in Syria, but I do want to say something about the reasons speculated upon by the media for why Israel might have been responsible. I didn't smile. The theory, if it were true that Israel performed airstrikes in Syria, its only purpose would be to prevent the delivery of advanced, game-changing weapons into the hands of terrorist organizations like the Hezbollah. On the strategic level, the downfall of the Syrian regime will deliver a severe blow to Iran and its proxies. In the Palestinian arena, we need to restart the constructive dialogue with the Palestinian Authority after long years of standstill. My view is that the government of Israel needs to do all it can to help the American effort to bring both sides back to the negotiating table. There are unacceptable Palestinian preconditions whose purpose is to determine the outcome of the negotiation before they even begun. But there are also confidence-building measures that Israel can implement in order to enable Secretary of State Kerry's success. It will be, after all, not only his success. Millions of Palestinians and Israelis are hoping for it. We must give it a chance. And finally, Iran. Today, all the leaders of the free world recognize that Iran's goal is to acquire a military nuclear capability, and that this goal is close at hand. We must admit that we are nearing the moment when the major players will have to make difficult decisions. So, if sanctions and diplomatic efforts continue to prove ineffective, and the only options left on the table are containment or the use of force, should Israel place its fate in the hands of the United States? Can Israel be assured that its closest ally will act in due time to remove the nuclear threat? My answer is no. Such assurance can be given by no president and can be demanded by no prime minister. Israel does not and should not expect such a commitment. Israel's bond with the United States is unbreakable, and the threat posed to our nations by a nuclear Iran is mutual. But at the end of the day, we are each beholden to our own national security policies and priorities. Just as no president can commit to military action unconditional of his own nation's best interest, so can no prime minister forsake his country's inherent right for self-defense. Thank you very much.